Woohoo! I'm gonna get so many dislikes on this video, but I don't give a shit, motherfuckers. Linkin Park. Where do I start with them? 2001, heard them for the first time and fell in love with the group. Amazing first album, Hybrid Theory. There was like, all the songs were good on that album. I only didn't like the last track on it, which was some type of hip hop, DJ bullshit. I didn't care for that at all. But I got friends who enjoyed even that little hip hoppy side to it, but I didn't. But I liked how they combined it, like some rap lyrics in there. It was a cool new metal band, and I was very into it. And I still listen to that album. And then they came out with the second album, Meteora, and that one was good. Minutes to Midnight. Not every song was good on Minutes to Midnight. It wasn't as good as the first two, but they had a lot of good songs on there. But you can kind of see that they want to try to start experimenting slowly on that album, take a new direction. So pretty much there you go. There's two, like the first album is perfect. The second one, is almost as good, not quite. I really love that first album. So the second one's very good. The third one is pretty damn decent. And the fourth, the fourth one, Jesus Christ Almighty, 10,000 Suns. I'll never forget when they premiered the Catalyst on YouTube. Whoa! What a piece of fucking shit. I don't even know what the hell they were going for there. It was probably the lamest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Never in all my years have I ever been so disappointed in a band. They did a complete 180. They took all their old new metal shit and went, yeah, threw it on the side right there. Take that new metal bullshit. We're not standing for you anymore. And here you go. We're going to give you like the last track on Hybrid Theory. We're gonna give you the little experimental tracks that we had on Minutes to Midnight, and we're gonna make that shit into a whole album. And bam! Oh my god, it was like a pile of shit. Like, it's almost like they took a jewel case and took a pile of shit and just tried jamming that into that case, and then they shrink wrapped it and pull in the shelf. They said, "There you go, fans. There's your fucking new album." What a slap in the face! Slap in the face to us. Linkin Park, man, supported those guys. Now they're a piece of shit. And I don't understand. It's like, you want to appeal to a new base, but you don't want to completely abandon the base of fans that brought you to where you are today. Now there's a couple of apologetic fans, and this, every group of things, whatever it is, movies, music, sports, wrestling, there's always the apologetic bitch faggy fans that always get in the way of other people's opinions, trying to turn Linkin Park or any other, whatever it may be, whatever the topic is, trying to turn something, a franchise, a band, back to the way they used to be. There's always these people standing in the way saying, "Oh, I like it." Well, you know what? Those people are delusional, because there's no fucking way you could say that Hybrid Theory, which is a classic fucking album, is just as good as 10,000 Suns. And I have heard that. I have heard people say, I'm not talking about the retards here on YouTube, I'm talking about people in real life, co-workers and friends. People, acquaintances mostly, because I'm not really wouldn't be friends with a person who thought that that album was good, because that would just mean that they're fucking retarded. So there's people who say that they haven't lost a step, and to those people I say that you probably got a lobotomy somewhere in life and you didn't know about it. It is the most dreadful sounding thing. And they also came up with another album that is actually even worse than 10,000 Suns. All Living Things, or The Living Things. I think it's All Living Things. It's like fucking elevator music. What they did is, and I didn't even explain the new direction or what they tried doing. It's like a techno, slightly hip-hop-ish type of thing. You know, it almost sounds like a demented techno song. You know, as like someone who doesn't know how to fucking DJ. And when they used to do their record scratching in certain tracks, you know, when they were doing the nu metal sound, it sounded really good and it fit in with it. But now they just don't know what the fuck they're doing. It sounds fucking horrible. Wow, I just have to say that the 10,000 Suns shit is just, it goes beyond being bad. And the Living Things album, it got even worse. And the thing I have to say is, it's like, what the fuck happened? It's just, this video's purpose is to like just express my displeasure with Linkin Park. How they just fucking turn their back on everybody. And the fanboys, the fucking apologetic fanboys. Now listen, there's a lot of people have turned their backs on Linkin Park. They have completely abandoned them, and they agree with me. But there's going to be a lot of people here on YouTube, because, you know, you see it all the time. I think more than anything else here on YouTube, people get into fights over music the most. But I won't be responding to any of the comments on this board if they're overly negative, because I ain't dealing with a bunch of fucking worthless nerds. You know, because I just am not going to do that. The point of this video is just to say that, you know, it's such a classic album, Hybrid Theory, and the work they did on there was very impressive. I mean, it was a mixture of genres that just worked. It was an impressive album. And being, you know, a metal fan, sometimes it's hard to accept certain types of music. And, you know, granted, when that album came out, I was 13 going on 14. It was 2001. So, you know, it goes without saying that, you know, I didn't have all my musical bearings, but I was still a rock metal fan. And the thing is, it really grabbed me, that album, and I listened to it a lot. So I spent a lot of time. So, you know, when you flash forward 10 years later, 10 years later, and you got 10,000 Suns just parading around, as, you know, as what's supposed to be, I think it won a Grammy. Like, this is what Linkin Park became. It's just a fucking joke. Anyway, Linkin Park sucks. Their apologetic fanboys suck. And, you know, if they ever decide to go back to their old ways, I'll listen to them again. But for now, they're fucking horrible. And I will never listen to another one of their new songs.